Hi guys, it is Sophie Lollipop and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very exciting products to show you. This is the Slmissglam Pink Glam brush book. So this video is going to be all about all the brushes in this book, my review of them, what I think you could use all the brushes for. So if you are interested in seeing these beautiful brushes, please keep watching. This was a gift from my boyfriend, which I still can't even believe, because we don't really buy each other gifts unless it's for like Christmas or like our birthdays. Like we spoil each other for like, you know, sentimental kind of holiday things. So for him to kind of just get this for me out of the blue was just so sweet. I just can't even deal with how generous this is. The brush book is made by Slmissglam, so she's on Instagram and YouTube. She's super adorable and super big fan of pink like me. So I fell in love when I saw these on Instagram, and I'd messaged a bunch of people being like, these are so pretty, I want them. And then lo and behold, they show up at my door. Okay, so this retails for $325 US. Converted into Australian dollars, that is 450 Australian dollars. So it is like a hefty price, but it does come with 25 brushes. So really, if you divide 450 by 25 brushes, it's like $18 Australian per brush, which is pretty decent actually. You can buy drugstore brushes for like 20 bucks. So I thought the price was actually quite reasonable for how many you get in here. I might just show it to you because it's amazing. But so it's like a little book. It is genuine leather. So if you don't buy leather, that's something to keep in mind. Although all brushes in it are synthetic, so there's no animal hairs or anything. But can we just look at these? Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I can't even. Alright, so yeah, it does come with 25 brushes. You have like a little flap in the middle, and then they also have these little flaps that sit over them to protect them. Each of the flaps has like a little different phrase on them, which are just so cute. The first one is my favourite. It says, "Real life princess," and that's what I aspire to be. So that was so cute. And then the second one says, "Sprinkle my love." The third one says, "Keep calm and be glam." And then the fourth one says, "Sparkle every day," which is beautiful words to live by. But it's just a really cute little, I don't know, reminder to yourself to like treat yourself sometimes, and it's okay to feel like a princess sometimes. Which this makes me feel like a princess. So also in the package that this came in, they actually sent me a few extra brushes as well, which I thought was really like generous, but like really good of a company as well, because it kind of gives you brushes that you might not have had in the book. They sent me one of the powder brush. The whole thing is pink and metallic, so this is just like a little powder brush. I might even use, they actually sent me two of these, so I'm gonna maybe put one in like a giveaway or something like that if you guys are interested. I'm thinking about doing like an Instagram giveaway or something like that, so I'll let you guys know though, because I did get sent two of them and I might not need them both, so yeah, just thought might put that out there. Now they sent me 3 pink and 3 white extra brushes. So the 3 pink ones I got were, so I got a little eyebrow brush, one of the little lip brushes, and a little tapered pencil brush. So this one's called the Brow Spoolie P28. This is the P29 lip brush, and this is the P23 Precise Round Eye Brush. Also, I got sent 3 white brushes. So this book does come in a white version as well if you prefer more like white and gold. Obviously I'm a pink fan, so the pink one is perfect for me. But the white ones are really nice as well. So it came with this white W06 tapered blush. But I would even use this for foundation because it feels really soft and amazing. So that's the tapered blush brush. Then it also has the Precise Powder W02 brush. And then the W22 Fluffy Deluxe brush. So So this is like a fluffy little blending brush for your eyes. So I just think for a company to send extra brushes with something like this, which has a million brushes anyway, I just thought it was really sweet of them. Because when you're spending that much money on something, it's really nice to get like just a little treat as well. I just thought it was really nice of Slmissglam, basically. So jumping into the brushes, like I said, they are synthetic hairs, but they feel so soft. It's insane. I didn't even want to use them at first because they just felt too precious. So I'm just gonna go like through pretty much every brush because why not? This is the Real Life Princess section. So the first one is the Po1 Classic powder brush. So all the brushes have a pink handle and gold writing on it that says Slmissglam and then the name of the brush. So this is the classic powder brush Po1, and then they have a golden ferrule, I can never pronounce that word, and then two little gems on the handle. I just think that's what really makes it for me. The white ones have a little like silver crystal and these ones have a little pink crystal. It makes them like so glamorous, literally glamorous. And the feeling of them, the quality of them is amazing. I haven't had any brush hairs come loose yet and they still feel really soft after a few uses. So I'm pretty impressed so far. So that's your first powder brush. So obviously that's for your face powder. You also have a stippling face brush, which is the Po9. So this has more of those duo fiber, like two lengths of brush hairs, if that makes sense. I hope it does. Just like a normal stippling brush. So you could use this for foundation or powder. I know lots of girls who love using this kind of thing for blush, so it's up to you. Then there's the angled blush brush, which is the Po5. This one has more of that kind of angled taper, but it's still really fluffy. So it would be perfect for applying blush or even more of that kind of like diffused contour color. Then there is the tapered highlight brush, which is a Po4. This is quite a large highlight brush, which I actually really like because it gives you that really beautiful fluffy kind of diffused effect to your highlight. It's just really nice. And because it's tapered, you can do it like more like this, or you can just go ham all over your face, why not? Next is the tapered blush brush, which is the same as the white one that I got. So blush it would work perfectly as well. This would also be a really great concealer brush underneath the eyes because it's quite fluffy, but you still got that point, so you could really fit it under there. And also setting concealer would be great. Then there is the Precise powder brush. This is Po2. So like the names, all the names suggest what they are really. So precise powder, so you can apply powder to any particular areas. I would even use this to blend out my contour colors. You know, when you kind of get that really harsh kind of line of contour and it doesn't look right, you can just put a little bit of face powder on this and kind of buff it out, and that would be a really great brush for that. Then there is the Full Foundation P11 brush. So this is quite a dense little foundation brush. I don't think I have anything quite like this for a foundation brush. It's quite short and dense, but I feel like this would actually be really good for buffing out foundation and applying quite like a thick layer of foundation. So I'm really excited to try this. I haven't tried this one in particular yet, so I'm excited to see how foundation applies with this. So we're on to the next section, which is the Sprinkle My Love selection. So these are all eye brushes basically. So the first one is the Fluffy Deluxe P22, which is the same as the white one that I got as well, but it's just a fluffy blending brush really. Then there is the P14 concealer brush. This is just a normal flat concealer brush, and it's quite dense hairs as well, so you would be able to get quite full coverage from your concealer, and then even blending it out with maybe that tapered blush brush to blend out the rest of your concealer. I think these would work amazingly together. Then you have the P15 eyeshadow brush. This is a little packing brush. It's still a little bit fluffy, so you're going to get a really nice blend with when you're packing on that colour. Then we've got the eye angled shading brush, P17. So as the name suggests, it's for shading that little outer corner of your eye. Even underneath it works really well. I blended out my under eye with this, but because it's got that angle, it's really nice and sits really perfectly in that little eye socket area. Then there is the P21 Large Fluff Brush. I love the name of that, Large Fluff. So this is a kind of like a bigger version of the P15 eyeshadow brush. It's just a bit bigger, a bit more fluffy, and this would be amazing at just packing on colour, blending it out. Even concealer, if you prefer more of a fluffy concealer brush, this would work amazingly as well. Then we have the P18 Fluffy Crease Brush, which is a nice little tapered, it's almost like that acorn shape, but this is just a little fluffy brush to put colour into the crease and blend it out, and then I'd probably use that fluffy deluxe brush to then like blend it out even more. Then the next section is the Keep Calm and Be Glam section. So we have the P19 Fluffy Eye Shading Brush. This is great for setting the whole eye with pigment, and then because it's quite fluffy you can blend it out as well. Then we have the P20 Angled Eye Brush. So this is basically a bigger version of the P17 Eye Angled Shading Brush. It's just a little bit bigger, so you're able to get probably more product on your eyes and you get more of a, you know, a blend. Then this is an awesome brush. This is the P24 Eye Blending Brush. This is a really tiny blending brush. If you compare this against, say, my Sigma E35, do you see the difference in the size? It's really thin and skinny, so this would be perfect for blending out like a cut crease or something like that. It's just really tapered and fine, and because the bristles are quite long, you get that really nice blend with it. Then everyone needs a good angled eye brush. This is the P26 Small Angled Eye Brush. Genius. They're quite stiff bristles though, so you get that really perfect flick of your eyeliner. It's one of the thinnest angled brushes I own, so this has been working amazingly for gel eyeliner, giving it that, you know, signature cat eye that I always do. Then you've got the P23 Precise Round Eye Brush, which now I have two of because they sent me the pink one like separately as well. But it's, again, it's just like a little pencil brush. And then we have, this one's nice, the P07 Small Contour Brush. So I used this one for my cream contouring. I've also used it for setting my whole eye area. It's a really good brush to blend out nose contouring as well. If you like to contour your nose, it's a really nice blending brush. And then the last section, I know this video is going to be so long, the last section, the Sparkle Everyday section, you have, oof, this one's amazing, the P10 Expert Face Brush. This is just a massive, big, fluffy brush to put powder all over your skin. Blend it out really nicely. It is so soft. As soon as I got it, I can't stop touching this one. It's just amazingly soft. I love them so much. Really good at blending out face powder, applying face powder, that sort of thing. Then you've got your Po3 Fluffy Powder Brush, which is a little bit more, it's a little bit more dense. So this one applies product better and this one blends it out a little bit better. So this one I actually used to really buff in my foundation and my powder. Then you've got your P13 Tapered Foundation Brush. So it's one of those little dome shaped foundation brushes. The bristles are quite dense, so you get full coverage from your foundation, but because they're still so soft, you don't get too many streaks, which I find with a lot of foundation brushes. It just packs on product really well. Then you've got your P12 Flat Top Foundation Brush. So this is for when you like to buff out your foundation more, if you prefer something a little bit more lightweight than like a thick foundation. This one does a really amazing job at just buffing it, making your skin look really airbrushed and flawless. Then, this is the only brush that has a little guard around it. It has a little plastic sleeve, which I think is nice because it does protect the bristles a little bit better. This is the P30 Fan Highlight Brush. This is the biggest fan highlight brush I've ever seen. It does actually do a really nice job of highlighting the cheekbones, but even it's so fluffy. It's just, this one isn't as dense, so you get more of that really soft kind of finish to your highlight. If you just compare it to my Morphe fan brush, you can see the size difference, how big this is, but it still applies really nicely. And if you like a strong highlight like I do, it fits really nicely on top of the cheekbone. I've even used this for my contour underneath my cheekbone to really sculpt out that area and give it that really soft kind of blend. I really like this one as well, and I think it's nice that it has the little sleeve to go around it so these end little bristles don't get too fluffy. And last but not least, this is the Po8 medium contour brush. This is exactly the kind of contour brush that I love. It's kind of similar to the Morphe, it's actually very similar, Morphe M530, but it's so much softer. I think I've mentioned before that I find these Morphe like goat hair brushes quite like rough. Like they do the job, but they're not like a luxurious experience when you use them. Whereas this one is pretty much exactly the same size, exactly the same kind of density and everything, and it blends out just as well, if not better. But it feels amazing and it's soft, so it's not like scratchy on your skin. So this is my, like, pretty much my all-time favorite contour brush ever, which is awesome. So you guys are probably so sick of hearing me talk, but we've just come to the end of the brush book. Overall, this is one of the nicest sets of brushes I own and have ever tried. So that's saying something because I've tried a lot of different brands. I appreciate the fact that they are cruelty free as well. Even though the cover is leather, I'm not vegan or anything so that doesn't bother me that much. But that's probably the only change I would make, is making this not genuine leather. But because it will last you a really long time. It will stay clean as well. I've found in the past, a lot of the times when I want brushes that are really pretty, they don't actually perform as well as I expect them to. And I end up buying stuff just because it looks nice and then not really using it. Whereas these almost look too pretty to use, but they all work really well and they're really amazing brushes. I couldn't even believe how nice they are. I'm still in awe. My boyfriend's the best. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little review / talk through of all the brushes included in the Slmissglam brush book. I'll leave a link down below as well where you can buy this, and I'll leave her Instagram down below because it's just my ultimate goals in life is to have her beauty room. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know down below if there's any other brushes that you guys would recommend or you want me to try. I'll even use some of these in upcoming tutorials so you guys can see these brushes actually in use. If you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And follow me on Instagram. It's just Sophie Lollipop, exactly the same as here. Other than that, I hope you all are having a really great day and I'll see you next time. Bye!